What's up guys, welcome back and welcome to some Automobilista 1 and 2. Now this is the Gen 2 V10. Now this is hands down my favourite car on this one and the second one. So what I want to do is just put them back to back, but look at this, 817 brake horsepower, 18,000 RPM, maybe it's more, 18,500 RPM. Now, this is just absolutely great. On the second one, I've got a mod installed where it's got like the 2000 skins on. But another thing, what we'll do is we'll put the AI on 100% on this and the second one. So hopefully we don't go backwards, so we'll get a good grasp of how the AI works on 100 in both sims. Right then guys, put your sim belts on, let's get whirling. Right then guys, let's give this thing a rev. Oh, listen to that V10, lights are up, wait for it for green, bang it into first, right then, bang, off we go. Right then guys, now I did try this before on 100% and the AI was just too quick for us, so I've turned it down to 95, so hopefully that's about right for it. But this car just feels like a zip, it feels crazy, coming out the car extreme mode then into this just feels nuts. This is just so much more capable. But this car defaults to automatic upshifts, but I've turned them off. But let's see what the AI is like on 95%. Oh, but look, you can see them. They're very aggressive on this game. That's the only problem I've got with them. But you can have some good races. I've had some of my best races on this with the AI. But first thing I'm going to say about the force feedback in this car, it just feels a little bit too light. Because coming out of the car extreme mode, it's like there's a nice bit of weight to the wheel. Like the force feedback's pretty much perfect in that, but they don't use power steering. I prefer that feeling in force feedback. Oh, what's he doing? Don't trust you, mate. What you up to? 3 wide on the power nation nearly. Into third, into fourth. Oh, but this car is just so fast. It feels crazy. It's revving to 18,800 RPM because I've upped the rev limit. 200 mile an hour on the brakes, nice and neat. Right then, the AI do feel a little bit better this time. I'm going to be so gentle coming on the power, even though it's got traction control. The car hooked up brilliantly there. Then the slipstream. But these V10s are, I think, the best formula cars in sim racing. Full stop. I mean, I've never tried iRacing or R-Factor, but from my experience, these are just the best. Oh, look at that, man. You can just throw it into there and it just sticks. They've just got so much grip. It makes the Kart Extreme thing feel like a old F1 car with no downforce. On the power nice and early. Oh, nice rotation from the car there. But everything's just done so quickly. You need to like trigger your brain differently to drive these cars. Like third gear, flat, just flatten your foot on there and it just sticks. Chuck it in on the power nation early. Right, way up into third. Where are we? 9th position, not bad so far. But it is going to be quite interesting to see how these drive back to back, you know. Like, because these are my favourite F1 cars, full stop. Like, watch how late I can brake. I could probably brake a little bit later than that actually. On the power, let's short shift into third. But you can see how fast the AI actually are. I'm a little job on keeping up. But it's about right, I'd say. Like, you can get some good races. But I have done some races when I'm not talking with the AI on 100%. Now, to be honest with you, I've had some of the best races ever in sim racing. But Reiza Studios, like, are just so good at doing formula cars. Like if you haven't got EMS like 1 or 2, you need to get the first one as well. Like wait until you can see it on a deal in Steam, like where you can get them both for like in a deal. That's what I've done. But I just think the force feedback's a little bit too light. Like it's slower speeds. That's the only problem I've got with it. But I've got the force feedback pretty much maxed out. I can't like up it anymore on the power nice and early. Check this out, man. It sounds crazy though. Listen to that. Later on I'll shut up for a couple of laps and we'll have a proper listen to it. And hopefully this just shows like how good of a race you can have on EMS on the brakes, nice and neat. lovely. Not locking the front tyres up or anything. On the power early. I feel the car rotate there as well. But I'm just flattening my foot coming out there. The traction control just sorts it all out for you. What a nutty car. Chuck it in third. Tyres are at a nice temperature now as well. But like, I was gonna take it 2001 Imola, but I don't know. I just think this track combination just feels great in this car. Like, I can't stop doing it. Like, this is the reason I know, like, how much I like this car. Like, if I'm playing AMS, this is the first car I put on, this V10. Oh, big kick over steer there actually, on the power nice and early. But that shows, even on the second one, like, that is hands down the best car in the game, I think. But that's my opinion, you know. Leave in the comments what you think of the V10. But I can remember watching these when they used to race. When they used to race back in the day, you know. I can't believe it's 20 years ago. But if you look at the tyres, they've got grooves in them as well. Now they've done that, they give them groove tyres to try and slow them down. So imagine what they would be like on a proper slick. They'd be probably as quick as modern day F1 cars. They might even be a bit quicker. They only weigh 600 kilos. 600 kilos with over 800 brake horsepower. That's absolutely potty. Feed it in. Oh, it just hooks up brilliantly. Like, the traction control just helps you rightly. Like, it's not interfering. Like, normally I'm a person who likes to turn the traction control and everything off and do the work myself. Like, drive the car, so to say. But on here, it just feels right. It just works with you, you know. Get on that power, squeeze the throttle. But you can look, say if I put it on like a 40 lap race, you get a good race out of the AI, you know. We're actually all racing them. Oh, but feel the rotation of the car there felt great. On the next lap, guys, I'll totally shut up. We'll have a listen for a couple of laps on the power. This car is absolutely mint. AI left for a little bit there though. But just listen to the thing. That's what we'll do now. Let's have a couple of quiet ones. You know. This is an absolute beast. This car is just fantastic. Guys, I'll tell you another good car is the Formula Reiza. That's another one of my favourites. It's like like on here it's like a version of like the 2012 Red Bull, and that car drives great as well, really good. So if you like this video, let us know in the comments, and then maybe we can put that back to back as well. Might do it with a few of the Formula cars, like, because like a lot of the same cars are on EMS2, you know. So, and the reason why I'm doing this, because everybody says that EMS1 is better than the second one. Now in a lot of ways it is better than the second one, but what a lot of people don't give the second one credit is look at the goodness in it. Like, it's Reiza Studios are still working on that a lot, you know, and that's a good thing. But it has got some amazing points. But look, it has got a few dodgy bits as well. But like, I don't know if it'll be able to beat this car though. This is just absolutely 10 out of 10. I don't like giving 10s, but that's a 10 out of 10 for this car. Force feedback feel great when the downforce picks up. But what a good little race that was. We'll check out a bit of the replay and get to the conclusion. Right guys, let's just watch this little bit of the replay on here. Now the graphics there look fine to me, the textures look great on the outside of the car. It's just maybe the interiors do look a bit dated. But wow, what an absolute car. But it is going to be very interesting to go on to the second one now and see how different it feels. But just listen to this thing screaming away. But imagine if this did have proper slick tyres. I'm surprised there isn't like a mod out there that does that. Like, I think it'd maybe be a couple of seconds a lot quicker. Like, but the skins are, like, they look spot on as well for being just Reiza skins. Like, this is obviously meant to be a McLaren, you know. But I'm using all the track. But guys, if you've got there, go out and fire this up with this track combination. It's just, oh my god, a lot of you have probably done it, but it just feels tip top. The car's just so responsive compared to the car extreme cars. The downforce on this thing, you can brake so late, and with it having traction control as well, you can just be pretty aggressive coming back on the power, and it works mint. But look at that, man. On the limit or what? On the limit. Right then guys, are you ready? This is just the first part of the video. What we'll do now is we'll get on to the second one and see what that's all about. Check it. Right then guys, on to EMS2. Now on this one I've actually got a skin mod, so that's the Ferrari, but I had to do it, you know. I'm thinking about doing it on the first one as well, because it does like just make it better, you know what I mean. Like, that sounded cheesy, but check this out though. Check out the modelling on this, it's just beautiful. See all the carbon work. Like, this is from the year 2000, this naturally aspirated V10 beast. Let's have a quick look at I'll show you the other liveries actually. So we've got the McLaren, that's a Jordan, the Jaguar, god, that brings back some memories. There's the Renault before, the Benetton, sorry, that was before it was Renault, Williams, got them all here. Jensen Button's Honda. Now I'm not sure if Jensen Button drove in the year 2000, I can't exactly remember, he might have. We're gonna use the Ferrari, but I will leave the link for this in the description if you want to go and download it yourself. But yeah, the Ferrari, check it. Right then guys, put your sim belts back on, let's get back into Lagos. Right then, we have arrived, let's give this beast a rev. Oh, saucy. Oh, that sounds even meatier than the last one, doesn't it? Right then, off we go. I've actually got the EI on 100% here, but you can, oh, listen to the, oh, went a little bit wide there actually, bad start. But first off, the force feedback, oh bloody hell's bells, it's so much better. I swear to god it is. I'm getting so much more track detail, so to say. 6 gear up the inside of the Honda on the brakes, but another thing straight away, it's just far too bouncy. It feels very bouncy compared to the first one. But you can get a great race on this as well. The eye on 100%, so they are pretty quick. But the force feedback, there's so much more detail in the track. Like, the bumps in that are so much more pronounced, but I've got much more weight as well in the wheel. It honestly feels better, but you can't feel like that they come from, the games are made from the same person, so to say. Like, it feels very similar in a lot of ways. Well, got sucked off the track a little bit there, but on the power nice and early, getting the slipstream. So force feedback wise, I prefer this, me personally. Like, the sense of weight transfer feels great. Get up the inside, oh, great manoeuvre. On the brakes as late as possible. Like there, I'm getting a lovely weight from. Look at this from the AI though. That's good racing. That's really good racing. Car started to wash out wide a little bit there though. But what a car! This is my favourite car, hands down, on this game. I think I have to brake a little bit earlier, like just a little bit on the power. I said, "Oh bloody hell's bells!" She's a fighter, this one. What a nutty car this is. But I didn't realise how much better the force feedback was on this one. Oh, sorry mate. Oh, sorry. That was terrible as well. I didn't mean to do that, like, but never mind. Nice rotation from the car there as well. I'm not driving my best. I have drove this a lot better before. But the graphics, you know, the textures of the cars on the MS1 I think they're good. There's not really a huge difference in the cars. It's like the world around it where there's a big difference. Let's get this slipstream again. See if we can fire one up the inside into turn 1. Oh, what a car, man. I know I'm repeating myself, but it doesn't matter, it's just great. I can't really get into 7th gear because there's too much downforce on the car. A little bit of a block manoeuvre there on the power, early as possible. On it. But it does feel similar in a weird way. Like, you can't tell. Like, they're both made from the same company. But look, the EI, I haven't really had a bad oh, big kick over steer there. Oh, bloody hell's bells. What happened there? I nearly lost the car, major style. Right, come on, pull yourself together, bandit. This thing's potty. I'm getting a better sense of speed from this one. Like, I feel like I'm on the edge more, but it is easier to drive. I know that might not make sense, but this is easier to drive on the limit, so to say. Oh, listen to the traction control there, grinding away. Steven in a second, chuck it in. Oh, big kick over steer on corner empty there as well. I feel like I'm on the limit though. I do feel like I'm pushing this car in that slipstream. Might be able to get into 7th in the slipstream. There we go. Maybe 200 mile an hour as we go up the inside on the brakes. Oh, but always you get guaranteed an action-packed race on this. Like, guaranteed. They're fast from there. I can't keep up with that. No chance. But I just don't know. I really enjoy this sim. Like, I see a lot of people slamming this because it uses the Madness engine. You know, like, why don't you just give Reiza credit for like how well they've made it? Like, look at this, man. This is great stuff. That wasn't like, that was terrible. Sorry, mate. A lot of sorries today. That wasn't like, that was terrible racing. That was dirty racing. That, but like, I don't know. I'm just having a great time driving it. Like, I prefer this car to the first one. Just this car, mind. Like, every car's different. Like, there is a lot of cars that feel unfinished on here, you know. But this, I wouldn't really change much about this car. It's feel very connected to the track as well. But all the little minor bumps, that's the biggest difference I'm feeling in the force feedback. And the weight, I've got a nice. I like to have a nice weighty feeling in the wheel. Wait, on the Kart Extreme mod, I got that. Like, a lovely weighty feeling. But on this, on the V10, it was a little bit light, so to say. On the power nice run. Oh, giving it beans on the limit. I really do feel like this is my limit anyway. 6 gear pegged. It's brake, last of the late breakers. But I tell you what though, I am having to brake a lot earlier in this car. I could hit the brakes a lot later on the first one. But look at this, man. This is exciting, isn't it? Chuck it into there and it just sticks. It just sticks. Oh, a little bit wide though. But I do think it sounds a little bit better on here as well. Not by much, but on the next couple of laps we'll have a couple of quiet ones, and oh, massive lock up, massive lock up. But you've really got to lean on that traction control to get the best out of it. You really do have. Second gear, chuck it in. The car's just so playful as well on the limit. Lucky strike. Oh yes, this is fantastic. What an experience, so immersive. This is the king of immersion, the MS2, it really is. Up the inside. Right guys, let's have a couple of quiet runs. Be in urge. We've got going on here. Just, is this not proof that this title needs credit where credit's due? I'm just, you see so many people slamming reiza for using the Madness engine. They say they're mad for using it, so to say, but just look at this. There's a perfect example of how drivable this game is. It's so drivable. Like I said before, those certain cars do feel better than others, and this is the best car in the game, hands down. Hands down, and having the proper skins just makes it all that better. You get up the inside, nearly, but I could just go on and lap this, lap after lap. I could do 50 laps of this quite happily. I just can't make the move stick to get past these, but oh, up the inside, oh, that was a silly move. But he's back up the inside again. This is absolutely tip top. Like on the first one, granted I couldn't really keep up enough to get close to this, but here's a prime example of the AI at its best, so to say. Now, 9 times out of 10 on the main tracks especially, and with this car I've had a great time. That Honda's just taken off. I've had a great time with it. Oh, wow. I wish I'd put it on 20 laps. After this video is done, I'm going to go out and race this again. But this car's just so drivable. Right then guys, let's get to the conclusion. Right then guys, let's check out this replay. Now what a car, what an absolute dream this thing is to drive. Now in my opinion, right, this is hands down the best car in sim racing. The best formula car anyway. Like I love all of the RSS stuff, the Race Sim Studios. So look at this, man, this is amazing. Like I love, like their cars are great on the Assetto Corsa. But for me personally, this and on the first one, it's just better. It just feels so much better. But if I'm going to pick a winner between this and the first one, and I didn't think I'd be saying this, it's this one. Like, the force feedback is just night and day difference. Like, on the first one, the force feedback was just too light. Like, it did give us all the detail I needed, granted, like, it was great detail. Like, it felt great. But on this, when I put this on, what a difference. Wow, I was like blown away by it. All the little minute granularity track details was just next level stuff. Now, if you have got both of these games, go out and try them both. Like I've just done back to back, massive lot up there. Go out and try them. Let us know in the comments actually what you think, which one you prefer. Because wow, what, like, another thing, this is every time I play this game, I want to drive this car. Like, I really do. Like on EMS2, granted there is a lot of cars that feel a little bit dodgy. I'll be honest with you, there is. You know, they just need more time on them, I think. But this thing, oh my god, they've just got this right. Look at that up the inside there, but I couldn't get on the brakes early enough. A little bit of clip there. I clipped the Honda a little bit there as well. But I'm going to go back after this and drive this again. I'm going to put like a 30 lap race on. And this was with the AI on 100% as well. So if you are like alien fast, put it on 120 until you knock yourself out, you know what I mean? But guys, if I'm going to pick a winner, this thing is it. 10 out of 10 I give this car. 10 out of 10 for force feedback, the way it drives, everything. The way the AI is as well. I haven't had a bad race yet. I haven't had a bad experience with them. You can race them close, hard, you know. Granted, look, it is a bit like wild and whatnot, but look, it's entertaining. That's the main thing for me. It is entertaining. This car is entertaining. Just check this. I love watching these replays as well. You can just see a little bit of understeer on the car there though. But let's see if we can get him this time. I don't know which lap this is like, but they're on the power nice and early, firing it down the straight. Not just a 3 litre V10 screaming away. Listen to it. It's saying mercy. It is flying up the inside of the Honda. That's nuts. But I can't make the move stick though. I probably would have gotten them though. Finally, oh look at that, he chopped the nose off one early there. But yeah guys, what an experience. Right, I'll leave you with the rest of this replay. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Peace from the northeast. Toodles.